Yo, what's going on, y'all? It's Vision, and I'm bringing you guys another story time. I say that like you guys are excited for it. This could be a remake of the first girlfriend story because the first time I did it, I was young and I just kept repeating over myself. So I decided to remake it because it was a good story, and I didn't know what else to do. But anyways, let's just get on with it. We start off with this girl named Mariah. Now Mariah was low-key a hoe, but we'll talk about that later. So I remember switching classes for some reason in the first or second grade. And when I was switching these classes, the first day I went to my new class, I saw this girl named Mariah. And how I remember seeing her was like, it was one of those cheesy romance movies where she had like hearts all around her face and yada yada, and she was flipping her hair in slow motion. It sounds stupid, but that's how I remember it. So I start talking to her, and I start talking to her a little bit more, and I talked to her for a long time, it seems, but it was probably only like a month or two. But I talked to her for a while, and we eventually start dating. Now, after we start dating, I don't know if it was a month or two after we started, but she had different classes than me, because the in elementary they were teaching us how to switch classes and stuff like that really young, like to get us prepared for middle school. So she had a different English class than me, and I was good friends with her friend, and her friend had the same English class as her, and she told me everything. If I had a question about what Mariah was doing in that class, then she'd tell me. So also in Mariah's class with Mariah and her friend was a man named Jesus, or a kid named Jesus. He was not a man. And all I really remember from Jesus was that he had big chubby cheeks and he ate with his mouth open, and it really annoyed me. And that's what I got at him most for his when I was insulting him. That was just what I came out with. Fat, or oh, you chew with your mouth open, whatever. Yeah, yeah. That's just what came up first. So anyways, I came back from, because me, Mariah, and her friend all had this one math class together, and that was after English class. And while Mariah goes to the bathroom for something, her friend tells me, she's like, "Oh yeah, Mariah was kissing all over Jesus, or gave Jesus a kiss." And at this point, I was mad. I was like, "What the hell? Why is my girlfriend freaking over here trying to kiss other guys?" It annoyed me so much. So I talked to her about it. She tells me the truth, and she was like, "Yeah, I was kissing Jesus, yada yada yada," and I got mad. And for some reason, like the young kid I was, I decided to go to Jesus and be like, "Hey bro, look, this is my girl, okay? Stop talking to her, stop doing that could that could lead you to a relationship with my girl needs to stop ASAP." That's not what I said, but I was a little kid. So then a month goes by, she's still talking to him, she's still kissing him, and that annoyed me more. So I go to Mariah, I talked to Mariah, and I was like, "Look, you need to stop talking to this man. All right, for real. I'm not having it." And then another month goes by, and she's still talking to this kid, and ooh. So anyways, I talked to Jesus. I'm like, "Look, I'm done with you, alright? I'm tired of you kissing on my girl, talking to my girl when it's my girl." So I decided that it would only be fair to challenge him to a tetherball match. You heard me right, a tetherball match. Because that's what we did back in the day. Alright, if you had a beef with someone, you go settle it on the tetherball court. So we go do this tetherball challenge at recess. And the first time I won, and he's like, "Nah man, best 2 out of 3." And then he won. At this point I was getting all scared. I was like, "Oh, if he wins," because the stakes were, if he won he'd get her, and if I won I'd get her. So he won, I won one, and by this time I was like scared. I was like, "Oh my god, he's actually gonna win." So we play again. He wins the second time, and I remember me being so disappointed because I really did not want him to win. But he won, and after that I just started crying and walking away. And I was like, man, Mariah wasn't anything, man. She was garbage. She was a hoe. She was like A low-key hoe. I'm sorry for the coughing. I'm kind of sick, but anyways. And then I remember a couple years after that, I don't know if it was 3 or 4 years, I saw her at this event, because I always at the Boys and Girls Club. I did this event for them where like they got a whole bunch of kids and they did this like cheesy rap musical thing about the solar system. It was really cheesy, but I was in the dance and I liked to rap, so I just decided to get into it. I was a little kid. I didn't know how corny and cheesy it was, but I still went into it. And while we were at rehearsal for one of these things, my planet was Uranus. And oh, you could be like, Uranus, Shut up. When I went to rehearsal, I went there to Uranus, and then this girl walks up to me. She's like, Xavier, is that you? And she hugs me. And we weren't wearing like costumes or anything, but we were wearing like a shirt that had our planet on it. And hers wasn't a planet, she was a moon. And she just gave me a hug, and then when she finally lets go of me, I was sitting here confused. She gets off of me. She's like, I haven't seen you in so long. And I look at her and I'm like, oh, it's Mariah. How you doing? And we keep talking, back and forth. And then what I only remember her saying like a couple of things. And what she said when she walked away from me was, she was like, I had a friend named Francisco in elementary, and I knew him a little bit in middle school, and then he just faded away. But she was like, oh, tell Francisco that he's cute. And then she started giggling and walked off. And I was sitting there like heartbroken, because this little girl that I used to date likes this friend that I had. And I was just in there like, okay, yeah, alright, man, I'll tell him. So that's all I heard from her. I remember seeing her like at a Food for Less a couple years after that, and she still looked the same, and I still didn't like her. But that's it for story time today. I don't know if this was interesting or not, but I hope you guys enjoyed. And if you did, leave a like. And if you want me to if you want to give me suggestions for other videos, please leave something in the comments. I really do appreciate it. And that's gonna be it. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll talk to you guys later. Peace. Now, see, if you stuck around for the half of the video, I just want to make one announcement. I am making a self montage where it's just gonna have clips from me and me only in it, and I just want to give you guys like a 20-second preview of what it is. It's not like anything too big. It's just me getting a whole bunch of crazy ass kills that I think are pretty good. But anyways, I'm just gonna shut up, and I'm gonna show you guys this little preview.
That's why I'm giving you my sideline.